Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Libra in mid-May 2020. What's going on, Libra? How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well. All right, my friends, how are you? How is May treating you so far? How are we feeling headed into the middle of, the end of spring, headed soon into the summer months, coming up at the end of June, right? Hopefully you're doing okay. I know the pandemic is still a thing, and a lot of us are still grappling with that and dealing with that. But wherever you are in the world or whatever you're facing, I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy, and I hope that you are keeping it together. I've been compelled to encourage people to be a little bit more optimistic at this time. I know it's super hard for many people because so much is still uncertain and so much is still in flux and in some type of change or in the midst of some type of massive transformation in our personal lives, in our communities, in our cities, in our towns and everything. So hopefully you are able to deal with and be in a high vibrational space at this time, Libra. I know it's tough. But my encouragement, or I'm compelled again to encourage everybody to err on that side. There's a lot of negativity out there, a lot of pessimistic attitudes, a lot of combative energies out there, and it's super counterproductive for what we need to do to get back to normal or get back to some semblance of normalcy. It doesn't make sense to be in a negative, low vibe, counterproductive energy and actions and behaviors. That's all I'm going to say. So hopefully you and yours are okay, and you're able to stave off those types of people and those types of energies and behaviors, okay? Now, other news here on the channel, my friends. I'm thinking of doing some surprise lives in the future here in May, maybe in June, because as it is right now, I really only go live once a month on the channel, and I'm usually I am doing birthday messages for the particular sign of the zodiac that we are under at the time. So I just did Taurus. I'm going to be doing Gemini later on in June. So I want to be able to meet you guys more often and get more in touch with my community here, with the crew as it continues to grow. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it on a less structured format because right now the birthday lives are super structured, right? So if you're subscribed to the channel, be on the lookout for that. Make sure your notifications are switched on so that you can see when I actually go live here on the channel. So if you ever catch me, you can come on in and just, have a chit chat, get your questions answered, and hopefully have a good time, all right? Anything else? No, I don't think so. So let's go ahead and get into the regular spiel. Libra, shuffled off camera. There's no spread, but we will lay one out here. It's going to sort of be in the format of how I do my personal readings. It's still a general, but the format and the flow is a little bit more how I do my personals. But take it with a grain of salt. It is general, so take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. If you want to skip ahead to when the reading actually begins, there is a timestamp in the description box below. Go ahead and hit it if you want. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you have questions before you place an order, just email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can. And the link for the Instagram is down there, my friends. The name again is EmpathicFire Tarot, if you missed it at the top of the opening. If you want to follow me over there, I'm reading or interpreting oracle cards every other day, or at least 2 or 3 times a week at this point. A girl stays busy. But eventually I'm hoping to do some more stuff over there, do some pick a cards, maybe do a live event over there. I don't know just yet. I'm old and that format is like a little bit above my head, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little old for Instagram, but I'll try my best. But if you want to follow me, go ahead and hit the link down below and drop me a follow. But no pressure either way, my friends, okay? All right, Libra, let's do it. Messages for Libra in mid-May. Let's see them. Messages and insights for Libra in mid-May, please. Messages and insights for Libra in mid-May 2020. Messages and insights most pertinent to their situation at this time. Libra in mid-May, please. Ooh, that wasn't a great one, but I'm going to do another one because that was the end, but there we go. I didn't like that. It didn't, bridge all the way. I didn't like that. All right, let's see what's going on. Libra, mid-May 2020, please show me. Okay, thank you. Queen of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's all this false starting? What's all this, can't get a clear shuffle out of this deck? Libra, why? Yeah. Okay. They like that a little bit. 3 or 2, please. 2. Got it. Thank you. All right, so Queen of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You don't have to be dealing with a fire sign, but that's their energy. That's one of their peoples. And the 3 of Pentacles next to it. So, Libra, partnerships, potential partnerships, wanting to come into contact with a particular person of interest. This Queen of Wands energy, again, doesn't have to be a fire sign, doesn't even have to be a female, but it's someone who's like super independent, super strong, super, they're saying well known. So this person might be in the public eye in some sort of way. They might be a public figure. They might have a large following on social media, or they're just somebody who is known in your community. Like, you know, this could be a friend of a friend, but this friend is like, you know, oh, you know Todd, or you know Melissa, or you know whoever. Like, oh yeah, I know that person. Like, this person socially gets around, quote unquote. I'm not shading them sexually, although the Queen of Wands is kind of known to be a vixen, but I don't even know that that would be your interest in this person, at least not yet. If it is and you already know it, cool. But Libra, I think that you want to work with this person or get to know them a little bit, or come into some type of partnership with this person. However, I think you might feel this person is untouchable, or out of your league, or above your pay. Like you can't afford this person. And this is coming from you. I don't know that this person is saying that to you, or this is the vibe. It could be the vibe they give, but I get the sense that this person, they're very strong. They're super strong. Like physically they might be like very strong. Like my muscle is flexing as I'm like my, what is this? My forearm and my bicep, I guess, which, you know, I don't have that great muscle definition, but they're in there. And I feel like this person is like really strong, and like they take pride in their strength. They take pride in being physically strong, emotionally strong, mentally strong. Like, this is someone who's like, don't let them see you sweat. And like, they might have a stiff upper lip kind of attitude. Like, never let anyone see your weaknesses, or don't let this person has a lot of high ideals about themselves. Let's say that. You know, that can also be a part of the Queen of Wands archetype, or how we can interpret this person. They can have a sizable ego. They can be very confident, and that confidence can read as cockiness, or that confidence can be intimidating to other people. Regardless, your interest in them is pretty strong, or consistent. Let's say that, consistently, because you might have, because I feel your 3 of Pentacles energy is like a goal, or like, there's something about you have an idea, or you have something that you want, but you feel it's incomplete without this person, or this person would be the perfect addition to your 3 of Pentacles energy to make something happen, to make something come to life, to make something actually get up off the ground and become come into fruition. Yeah. So Queen of Wands, do they know you? Some of them, they already know you. Others, you're just like watching them, and like, they don't know who you are. And it's not shady. Like I said, this person could be in the public eye, or they could be well known. And like, you know, if you're well known and you meet a lot of people in your business, or you have, you know, again, like a following on social media, like your name could appear like in their like section or in their comment section, but they can't read the hundreds or thousands or however many comments that they get on a daily basis, you know? So if it's like somebody famous like that, I don't think it would be shady for you to go, oh, I love you and I follow you and I comment on your stuff. And they're like, oh, thank you. Like, they wouldn't be able to know who you are. You know what I mean? So don't take it personally if it's like a famous person, or somebody like who has, you know, a massive following that just really doesn't have the time nor the memory to remember everybody they've interacted with online, or who has reached out to them online. Something like that. Regardless, the Queen of Wands is a desirable person in terms of business, in terms of sex or partnership or romance, in terms of friendship, in terms of anything. Like the Queen of Wands, there's a lot you can say bad about her, but the way this person is showing up, the worst thing about them is possibly being overconfident, which can read as cocky, possibly being a little untouchable, or seeming as if they're aloof, or seeming as if they're above it all. But on a personal level, if and when, or I should say, if or when you were to get into contact with this person, you would realize they're actually pretty down to earth and their passion is not fake. Like if this person online or in public says that they're super excited, or they're devoted to a cause, let's say, or they're interested in doing certain types of business deals, they mean that. So that could be why you want to work with them. Three of Pentacles. You may know based on their character, or based on what they're putting out there on their social media, they're interested in working with certain types of businesses or certain types of startups, right? If this is a business deal that you want to strike up with this person, they want to work with local farmers, or they want to work with local small business owners. They mean that shit. Like this person doesn't say things for fluff purposes, okay? So their word is bond, basically. So you see that, and it's super attractive. Like to see someone who's basically a straight shooter, even if they're a little egotistical, or even if they have a little bit too much confidence for your liking or other people's liking, they're very serious about doing work, and you know that about them. Or they're very serious about potential partnerships, and you know that about them. And I feel for the most part, you're like, damn, I need that in my life, because Pentacles talks about what we value and what's important to us, and speak to foundational energies, right? Things that you can build upon, right? So in tarot, it can talk about money, but it also talks about other types of resources and things that we invest in, right? So, or that we use to show our investment. So time, energy, support, right? So you and this person, Libra, or at least you towards them, you're like, I want to invest with this person. Either money, time, support, effort. And there's two birds on that card. And birds in general can speak to messages. So you might be waiting on a message, or wanting to message this person, like create. Three can talk about creation and building blocks, right? So you might be devising the perfect message to send to this person, a business proposal, a certain particular DM that will hopefully get their attention amongst all the hundreds or thousands of DMs that they get every day from their fans, what have you. So I see a particular interest in having solid, effective communication between you and them. What else can we show Libra here? I mean, I'm generally just curious of who the Queen of Wands is, but I think you know who that person is, so I don't want to clarify that, because that would be sort of redundant. So let's just get some more messages, yeah? What other messages do you have to give to Libra regarding this situation at this time? Further messages for Libra at this time? Oh, not one to give up any more information. There we go. Okay. Well, there you go. For some of you, it's a love interest that you have with that person. Six of Wands and the Lover's card. Six of Wands and the Lover's card. Anything else? That feels like a 2, and it was. And the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. All right, so for those where, you know, and this could be a conflating of both business and pleasure, which would be complicated. Maybe this is a boss of yours, or someone that you work with already who's, you know, super successful or higher up in the company than you are, or something like that. If it is business, non-sexual, let me read that very quickly, because what has come out here is very like arduous, or amorous, I should say. Amorous, not arduous. If it's not romantic or sexual, you want successful partnership with this person. You want, because there's like a meeting of the minds. You feel so connected to them on like a soul level, okay? Like you guys can, it's like your brilliance plus their brilliance would equal something, would become something so great that no one had ever seen before. And you're super passionate and super enthusiastic about working with this person, almost to the point as if it felt like it would be a romantic connection, but it's not. For some of you, it really isn't about sex. It's not about romance. It's about what you can create together, what you can build on together. You know, again, threes are like the building blocks moving towards greatness, moving towards enacting a brilliant plan, okay? Now, for those where it is about sex and romance and or business, same difference, but it's a little more, okay? So Six of Wands and the Lovers, Six of Wands, victory, wanting to win, wanting to come out on top. Hey, come out on top. Go ahead. Be on top. Do it. And the Lovers, major arcana for Gemini. So you could be connecting with a Gemini, but you don't have to be. So wanting to see a victory when coming into union with this person. When we have the Lovers and it's related to love and romance, which is, you know, not my default way of reading tarot, but collectively that's what this is. Some of you are so passionate about this person and you're hopeful, Six of Wands, wanting victory, wanting to be correct in your belief, feeling, assertion, whatever you feel that they feel the same way too. Now, it's come out in here. We might clarify. We might clarify if they feel the same way. I think this is what you're hoping. You want them to feel the same way that you feel about them. So far, it feels like they would, but we will probably clarify that. So Six of Wands, the Lovers. If you've never been with them before, you are anticipating the fuck out of that. And I say that word purposely. You are anticipating the fuck out of that. Okay? So if you haven't been with this person sexually, intimately, you think about it, you know, so you think about conquering them or, you know, again, coming out on top and being the winner, being like, yeah, you like that? It's like that. And that might sound a little aggressive, but, you know, that's kind of the energy. It's like, man, what's it going to be like? Or what would it be like if we were to be together? Like, that's over there. I mean, it's over here too, because you got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. So ignition of passion, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, possibly with some naivete, you know, possibly with some novice, newfound energy. Ace of Wands is the initial spark. It's a creative point or yeah, it's like a creative spark. Now, again, that still can relate back to those where this is all about business. No hanky-panky, right? For those where it's business, this is your creative idea. You're the one who created it, the Page of Wands, Libra. Pardon me, I think that's more your energy at this moment. You are so enthusiastic and so ready and willing and just anxious to present your idea to somebody, yeah? For those where it's business and or pleasure or a mixture of both, rather. Like, I rarely read the Ace of Wands to be in a love relationship or a potential love match to be so sexual, but like you guys have a lot of desire to do things with this person physically. And it doesn't have to be only sex. Like, you want to go hiking with them. You want to go traveling with them. You want to go to the casino with them. You want to go paddleboarding with them. You want to go, you know, you want to arm wrestle them. You want to do anything with them. You know, that's the other thing about these two together. It's a playful energy. It's like, it's enthusiastic. It's like bright ideas coming in, you know, 100 miles a minute. Like, oh, we could do this. And how about that? Or, you know, and it's just like bouncing ideas off of each other. It's like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That can translate into just spending time with a person, quality time with a person, building up memories, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's like this enthusiasm behind everything you want to do with this person. You want to just sit down and talk enthusiastically. You want to go have have a bowl of freaking pho with this person, eat some ramen noodles with this person enthusiastically, you know? You want to go watch a movie enthusiastically with this person. And that could be, you know, again, with the quarantine and social distancing, it's like making a lot of us so much more anxious and excited to get back out into the world and socialize. But this person, in particular Libra, you're like, my God, that person is the one I want to work with. That person is the one I want to sleep with. That person is the one I want to do everything with. Very interesting. Now, I did say I would clarify, because I'm curious. How does the Queen of Wands feel towards you? If you know them, this will be very impactful. If you don't know them, like if you've not spoken to them and you're just a fan, or you're just hoping to make initial contact and then be well received, I would take this with a grain of salt. But if you already know this person in some form or fashion, and you've spoken with them, you have a little bit of a rapport with them, a little bit of history with them, let's find out, okay? Jesus. There we go. So how does the Queen of Wands feel towards Libra? And by the way, this could be vice versa, you know, so it's still the general. So I've been saying Libra, Libra, Libra. You could be a cross watcher and you want to know how a Libra feels about you. So take it with a grain of salt, okay? Now, how does the Queen of Wands character feel towards the viewer? Potentially? No. How do they feel towards Libra? How does the Queen of Wands feel towards Libra? Nine of Pentacles. Take you or leave you, basically, is how that feels. Which might sound bad, but let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Anything else? Because the Nine of Pentacles is super independent. And I already told you that from the start with this Queen of Wands. Like, almost untouchable. Like, they're here, they're in your ether, they're in your vicinity, or they're in your reach, but do they want to be reached? Do they want to be interacted with? They might be super, 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 super alluring, but also super, 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 super detached. Okay? So, but the thing about the Nine of Pentacles is they choose when and where to be invested. They choose when and where to involve themselves. And I think given the proper proposition, this person would totally reciprocate. But from where they stand now, they look very like unaffected, right? Like, look at this woman's face. Hi. Hey, it's me, Libra. So Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands person. Like, do you think we could talk about? What do you want to talk about? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. You know, it's like your enthusiasm might not be matched initially. However, in terms of business, this person is definitely fruitful. She's got an owl by her side. She's got a pentacle in her hand, and she's got grapes, fruit on the vine. That shows a very abundant person. They've got stability. If it's not cash represented by that pentacle in her hand, if it's not cash, they have something about them that keeps them afloat. Their personality, you know, listen, I don't know what it's like to be an influencer, but I know a little bit, and I'm like, you actually don't earn steady income. It's not like you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, but if you grind and if you hustle, people just give you shit. They give you PR packages, they give you promotional deals, you know, they set you up, they send you on flights to go places and do promotions, they pay for the hotel room. Like, you're not earning the money, you're not earning a steady check, but you're being provided for, right? So if that's the case, they're abundant in that way. So keep that in mind for those who might think, oh, maybe they'd be a great investor. They might not actually have money to invest, but they could be a great brand ambassador for you or something like that, okay? Fruit on the vine, abundance. In another way, they sustain themselves, right? They can feed themselves. They can clothe themselves. Even though they might be living on the gifts and the support of other people, at the end of the day, there's something about they'll always be provided for. And they're very confident of this. And the owl, it shows that they're wise, or that they have wise counsel around them. So as much as it might sound like for those where this person is famous or they're in the public eye that they might be kind of vapid, they're actually very savvy. They don't get to this level by being a dumbass. You just don't get to be the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles by being stupid. Truly. One more. They're like, you could. All right, one more then. We'll go for it. More information of how this Queen of Wands, pardon me, Nine of Pentacles person feels about Libra. One more card, please. I'm giving you a lot, Libra. I'm so nice to you. One more card of how this person feels towards Libra. One more card about how this person feels towards Libra. By the way, they're super attractive, if you didn't catch on. But you already knew that because you have a crush on them in some type of way, or you're physically interested in them, for those where it applies, okay? How does this person feel towards Libra? Ooh, Tower. You would be an upheaval to their life. Or there's something dynamic about you. Tower card. Secondary major arcana for Aries, could be dealing with an Aries. Sometimes this card is associated with Scorpio as well. You can take that on if you choose to. But what it feels like is... yeah, that's another thing, because I see it's... Okay. And other readers, I don't usually say this about the Tower card, but because this came in as sort of like a pretty romantic or sexually charged energy for some of you, this person would also like to throw down, okay? That's a good song. I like that song. They just played me, I love Prince, if you guys didn't know. And there's a song by Prince called Housequake, and that's a great song, and it's a jam. Anyway, so this person would be also sexually attracted to you. However, I think that there's like a warning here with this Tower. It's like, if y'all come to, like, okay, maybe that's it. If you came together, now you could take it that way strictly on amazing sex, right? Because your Ace of Wands is over here with your Page of Wands, that enthusiastic, like, let me in, let me in, let me in. Let me show you what I got, right? And then you show this person what you got, and it's like a, like you guys come together, and it's just like this explosive experience. It rocks the house. You're breaking furniture. You're breaking the bed. Everything is strewn about. It could be like this crazy sexual chemistry between the two of you, and this person may or may not be aware of that, but coming together with them. And I mean, the Nine of Pentacles plus the Queen of Wands, that ain't no slouching energy. If it's not about the physical connection, the sexual connection, coming together with this person would disrupt their life a little bit. I shouldn't even say a little bit, significantly, with the Tower card. Especially if it's business, you know what I mean? Like, you might want them to do something that wasn't in their game plan, but they decide to go with you, and they think your business proposal is amazing. Tower cards are not always negative. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It can be an upheaval. It can be destructive. It can be sort of a curveball, but it doesn't have to be a destructive energy. It doesn't have to be something that derails us in a negative way. They might view it that way, so there's a caution there. They might be like, hey, you coming into my life right now would kind of get me off my game, and I don't want that. So take it with a grain of salt, okay? Libra, let's get you an oracle card, and then we're going to wrap up your reading. Oracle card for Libra. Which deck, please? Which deck for Libra? Oracle card, please. Ooh, okay. Vintage Wisdom Oracle. This deck is kind of new to me, but I like it. But I liked it. I liked it. Sorry. If you guys don't know, like, my guides talk to me through movies and music. And plus my head is like really good with movies and music, so I throw out random quotes all day long in my head aloud. That's the life of being Jay. All right, let's get an oracle card for Libra at this time, dealing with this particular situation. Advice for Libra going forward in this particular situation at this time in their lives, please. Ooh, is it time to get some dinner? I think so. Advice for Libra going forward in this particular situation. Yeah, they like that. Very good. Wow. Okay, come on. And this deck, I don't know if the other decks, like if this same deck would have the same like smell to it, but this actually smells like an old book. For those that are into like, and it sounds weird, but it's like a real thing. I forget what it's called, but there's like something about people who like love the smell of books. I forget what those people are called or like what it is, but this literally smells like an old book, this entire deck. Where did that card go? Oh, it's right there. Hold on a second. Let me move that. Yoink. There we go. And you guys got gratitude. Gratitude. Oh my God. Come on. Turn the page, please. There it is. Gratitude. Can I pick up the card? Dang it. Come on. Jesus. Here we go. Gratitude. This image portrays a winged diva poised behind a pink rose. A golden crown hovers above her head. In the language of flowers, pink roses are symbolic of joy and gratitude, a virtue that belongs in the realm of a sacred emotion and sovereign status. It has been clinically proven that a thankful life is generally a happier life. And it's easy to forget we often receive a great deal more than we give. The gratitude card invites you to unearth the bounty of your daily life by remembering the many reasons to be grateful. It may be a favorable time to express thanks to a deserving soul who has helped you in some way, or simply as a signal to count your blessings. The continued practice of this alchemical virtue can animate forgiveness, heal the past, and bring about a daily sense of wonderment and peace. From a cosmic perspective, to become unconditionally grateful for the adventure of life, with all its ups and downs, and regardless of outcomes, is to merge with the kingdom of God. Interesting. Now, I don't know how that actually, let's see, what do we have here? The Queen of Wands is under there. I remember her. She's the star of the show, so to speak. So maybe some of you just want to express your gratitude to this person, like in that message that you might want to, slide into the DMs, and maybe this is like a fantasy, or, well, with the Six of Wands, it can be that, you fantasize about expressing to this person how much, they've impacted your life, or how much you respect them, or you admire them, or something like that. And behind that, you might wonder what it would be like to work with them, date them, roll around in the hay with them, whatever. That could be a part of it. But I think more than anything, especially if this person has given you inspiration to at least get some new ideas cultivated for yourself, Libra, that could be what the gratitude thing is about. Like, even if this person were to never respond to you, or you guys were to never come into contact and work together, even though that I think is what you desire, and maybe they would also desire, I don't know, it's, you're all on different journeys, but just being mindful of what this person has brought to you, inspired you to do, encouraged you to do, or whatever it is. I think, again, this idea of being grateful will only increase your abundance, will only increase the happiness and great fortune that can come towards you in your life, okay? All right, Libra, that is your reading for mid-May. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated in your life. Feel free to do so. You guys know I like comments. Feel free to share the video or subscribe to the channel if you want to. The community continues to grow. More people are coming on board, and I'm enjoying getting to meet new clients. So if you want to be a part of that experience, that'd be super cool. If you want a personal, that information is down in the description box, and as well as the link to the Instagram. Libra, I will be back soon doing your June messages and your mid-Junes. If you're subscribed, be on the lookout for me to go live at some point between now and the end of June. If you catch me, I'd be happy to help you and say hi to you and hang out, okay? So if you see me, cool. If you don't, that's also cool, But I would love to see you guys come back in the future, okay? Libra, thanks so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.